You're a magic engine.
What? 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 What?
What? What? What? What? What? What?
What? What? I'm pretty sure it's not magic. You're just not doing your job.
Oh my
He's in love with the train! He doesn't know the full English language.
Don't eat it. No, that's for flowers.
Are you weak? Have you been starving? You ate a carrot.
Ah, she has a face. Oh, the juggler dude died?
The chocolate time!
Died. Wait, what?
There he goes!
What?
What?
Oh.
What?
Yes.
What?
What? What are you doing?
What did he do? What did that do? What is he doing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I'm confused. I'm very confused. I'm confused.
This is so confusing. How does that work?
Wait, how does that work?
How does that work? How does that work? What is that?
What is that? What does that mean?
What is happening?
What happened?
Also, what?
I think he's going insane.
Oh my goodness!
Well, this is awkward.
That was bad. That was really bad.
Alright, welcome to the Peanut Gallery, or something that we're recording something very strange. This is a reaction or something like that to the movie Thomas and the Magic Railroad, which was released literally the day after I was born, and it was my favorite movie as a kid, and I recently remembered that it existed and decided to drag two of my friends, Hunter and Micah. Say hello.
Hi.
Do I have to?
That's good enough. And so they're gonna come and watch it with me. We're gonna cringe, laugh, and I'll have some nostalgia. Hunter might have some nostalgia.
I might have seen this.
If he's seen it. So let's get into it. Let's play the movie.
I saw it once, but I don't remember what happens in it.
Oh, you've seen it?
Yes.
Okay, so we've all seen it, so we might all have a little nostalgia, but mostly cringe. You don't see that company anymore. What happened to them?
I think
They died with Thomas.
Thomas didn't die.
Yeah, he did.
Thomas
He
is-
just got reincarnated in 3D modeling.
Ugh.
He was always 3D.
He was always 3D.
No, he was like
Every movie has always been 3D. It was like stop motion type thing with small model trains, and then they did this movie which is like CGI model trains
3D modeling. I see.
and then the newest ones are not CGI. What is it? Computer.
That's what I meant.
computer generated.
3D model, but then you said they're model trains, so
This is all very confusing.
I see what you did there. Or not.
Peter Fonda.
Who are these people?
I don't know.
I like
Alec
how
Baldwin.
most movies
Where do I know him from?
I've heard
they
him
put
before.
the names on there
And
and
who is the
expect you to know them.
All right, I'm gonna Google.
Thomas the Tank Engine as himself.
Hello, I'm Mr. Conductor, and I'm going to tell you a story about trains,
You don't
folks
sound
far
like a
apart,
conductor.
and the
I know
magic
that guy.
railroad that brought them together.
Beetlejuice, the Boss Baby. Where's he
Every
been in?
story, like a railroad,
Cat in
has
the
its
Hat.
heroes.
Hold on, pause this for a
Meet
second.
Tom-
This is interesting. Alec Baldwin was in this movie.
Okay, at
Rise
least-
of the Guardians.
At least it's not the hideous new CGI. It's the models that I
Mission
grew up with.
Impossible. He was in Mission Impossible. That's probably where I know him from.
And he got in this movie?
Yeah, Will Smith,
See, look, there he
Concussion,
is.
Thomas and Friends since 1984.
Jeez. Oh, look.
Thomas and the Magic Railroad. That's hilarious.
Wait.
Madagascar 2.
Did I see Pearl Harbor, like the crappy Michael Bay version?
Pearl Harbor
Yeah.
2001.
Yeah. Ugh.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's a heck of a library there.
Yep. Beetlejuice too. That's interesting. I'm gonna
That's what happens when you squish Paul and the other three.
Paul.
Paul.
The Beatles.
Oh. Okay.
I couldn't. It would help if I remembered the other guys' names.
Yeah, I don't know their names either. So even if you listed all of their names, I still would have been like, who are those
Who
people?
are you talking about?
Hello, Thomas. Hello, James.
Hey, yo, Thomas.
That's Percy.
Who's the square one?
I
I don't remember his
can't
name.
I
remember.
like helping out here.
For the longest time, I didn't know if Percy was a boy or a girl.
I know, right?
There's Thomas.
Yeah, yeah.
And what's the name?
I think that's Gordon.
Yeah, that's Gordon.
I remember liking Gordon.
Up and over Muffle
Oh,
Mountain
goody.
and hidden deep in a
Yay,
valley
real life.
is my hometown.
Real clouds, too.
Shining time.
Not fake clouds.
Oh, what?
Oh,
A song.
oh Lord.
I'm pretty sure that's how conductors work. Why is there a juggler?
Why do I feel like I've seen that hat before? Like in real life.
That poor fish.
He's walking his fish.
That poor fish.
What is up
Why's
with
the
that
juggler
guy?
in there?
This is like
Wait, why do you have red hair? This isn't
all of
90s.
all of these people are friends of the director, and they're like, "Hey, we want to be in your movie." He's like, "Fine, I'll throw in a scene somewhere." The guy's like, "I want to juggle."
Random waving.
There's
A
fiddler.
violinist, a magic planter.
Oh no, she'll see me.
Oh,
What?
he was
Oh,
trying to get
okay.
it so that she didn't hit her head on it.
Well, I better be off to Muffle Mountain. I promised Mr. Stone that I'd clean out his yard today.
Does Burnett Stone ever give you a smile?
No, but he doesn't frighten my horse either. Which means I don't think he's a bad man. I
Who
think he's
threatens
just
your horse?
sad.
I know, right?
See that switch on the wall? Flip it on.
Is it gonna turn on all the lights?
Why wasn't he using it before?
I know, right?
Yeah.
This engine's name is Lady.
Not the whole
Why is she
train.
locked up?
She isn't. She's safe from harm. Long ago, I made a mistake as Lady's caretaker. An evil Diesel found Lady and threatened to destroy her. He chased her, used up all
Why
her
don't
coal,
they just collectively get rid of Diesel?
made her go too fast. And then he crashed her. And I brought her here. I tried my best to fix her up. But I've never been able to
And then
make
she
up for
died.
the mistake I made.
How did he bring a train all the way here with no tracks? And
He made the tracks.
No, there's tracks. You just don't see them.
I haven't seen any cars except for in the magical world, so
We'll see.
That's beautiful. I could cry.
Is that his face?
I guess so.
Well, hello, Mr. Conductor.
I thought he was the conductor.
Nope. That's a different conductor.
He just locked a wall.
is he humming the theme song?
One thing I'll give credit is that doesn't look bad.
No, it looks pretty good.
Like the shadow is there. It looks like he's
His
actually
reflection
standing there.
on the
I'm
desk.
gonna guess they just made a large set and sort of.
I think that's what they did, yeah.
But I mean, it's not
It
bad.
still looks good.
I mean, even though they're using like these model trains for all the Thomas characters, it's still that also doesn't look bad.
Aye, 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 aye. All aboard!
This is the problem with the movie, though.
I'm going to the island of Sodor. You know, it's the only place in my universe where I really fit in size-wise. Sir Topham Hatt has given me a big responsibility.
Hold on, I think. Wait a minute. So he just came out of that door.
Yeah.
He just came from Magic Land.
Mm-hmm.
And in Magic Land, model trains are small compared to real people, but he's also small, so he fits in. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's what he just said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Oh, well, thank you, Moby Dick. I like my sparkle, too.
What?
I'm
You know,
confused.
gold really is your color.
How did you name your fish Moby Dick? Was that the fish's given name?
That's
What
the
does the
thing he
kid
chose.
call him?
He's got he like wants to be a whale someday.
And kill a man?
He could probably kill that guy in a few years.
Anyway, I just came to say goodbye. I have to go now.
Right now?
Why, yes, Stacy. I have to make sure that everything is safe and sound on the island of Sodor, just as I try to do here.
Then why'd you leave?
He's checking on this world.
I know, but he was only there for half a minute. And he only talked to 2 people and a
He didn't want
dog
either Billy or me to leave Shining Time.
and a fish
For some
who
reason.
wants to eat people.
Was that dog just talking?
I have no idea.
Old Smokey, you stay right here until I get back.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.
I wouldn't want to be disintegrated while it was not working properly.
That's the worst, like, you know, like Go-Go Gadget, just sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.
It takes so long and it's so clumsy to say.
Yeah, it really is. Why?
What? Why didn't you just walk up?
Maybe because, they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to make it look like he's walking up
Didn't
to
Thomas have a door there?
He
It's
has,
a
like,
little
It's a
different.
sliding door, and then whenever he got in, there was no door.
It's just because they haven't, you know, this is a small model with a large man on a green screen. They don't know how to make it so it looks like, I don't know, that would have been complicated in the 2000s. This is an old movie.
Having a cardboard box?
No, I'm talking about him walking up to the train instead of whistling.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, in the next scene, that door's gone.
You had better be careful.
Sir Topham Hatt.
No, it's not.
No, it's
you just
not.
don't see it. His arm's covering it.
Oh, okay.
It's there.
Yeah,
Much
see?
better then. No inconsistency.
Your entire problem was that you couldn't see the
Had
door.
a plan. With a pinch here and a pinch there. Here a pinch, there a pinch. I cracked myself up.
That was pointless.
Why don't they just get rid of Diesel? He is of no help.
He does things. I don't know what. Why is he still playing with toys?
Why is he playing with a toy train?
Oh, he's painted. He is obsessed.
But I didn't guard you well.
I'm very confused.
Is he in love with Lady?
I just don't seem to understand about
Why you dead?
magic.
What did he just say?
I don't know.
I don't seem to understand about magic anymore.
I mean, ever since Lady lost face.
I'm gonna go up this way. Okay.
She's they're in the middle of the city. She's just letting her walk off on her own.
Yeah.
And she's going up a ladder.
I'm gonna go up this building. See ya. I'm sure it will
What
be
parent
okay.
is like, yeah, that's fine.
You're coming with me to Grandpa's Bluebird. I know how
What?
much you like to travel.
She kidnapped a bluebird?
It's
I
a stuffed
think it's
animal.
stuff.
Oh. I thought it was supposed to be a real bird.
Nope, I remember Bluebird. It was just a stuffed animal.
James is right, little Thomas.
What's that?
Selecting Mr.
Was what?
Conductor is an
That
important
face!
job. Important is big.
They don't have the best faces.
James is a
No, they don't.
You, Thomas, are
It was
smart.
like one of the carts that Thomas was
Weenie,
pulling.
weenie, weenie. Ah,
Those!
I think they're called troublesome carts or something like that.
Hey, just watch what happens to that blue puffball.
When Harold the Flopper Chopper flies past you.
Right.
Routine flyby,
But not a puffball.
Well, that's
The
Harold.
boss dumped sneezing powder everywhere.
Let's start laughing now.
This is so confusing. Because there's diesel engines, there's a helicopter, but this place uses steam engines all the time from like the 1800s.
This must be Diesel's doing. Choo! Choo!
I don't know what
It
happened.
was sneezing powder or something.
How did he get in contact with a helicopter?
Exactly.
I don't know.
We'll telephone to make
Oh.
sure you have a
That's
ride.
Sir Topham. I don't think they ever show him.
Sir
Did they just show his top hat?
Also, why is that like Uncle Sam poster? Let me look at it.
Yeah.
He looks like a clown too. Don't put that on. You become Sir Topham Hatt.
This thing's expression.
Who's that?
It's Sir Topham Hat's wife. They couldn't figure out the logistics for Sir Topham Hatt, so they just replaced him with this guy, basically. Sir Topham's Hat going on vacation or something.
Wasn't the conductor always like the narrator?
Was he?
In the show?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. Somebody
know.
was the narrator.
That's creepy.
Ah! Why did he look like Scrooge from afar?
His pajamas. I remember his pajamas. This is hilarious. Look at his hat. Who wears a hat like that? What's the point of it?
It's so that
did
people
it
can
say
tell whether you're thinking or sleeping. So you flip it over to one side, so then
Oh.
people are like, "Oh,
Look
he's
how
awake,
long
he's
it is.
just
It goes
thinking."
down past his back. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's just a. No wait, no, it
Yeah, it
does.
does.
Yeah, it does.
So who dropped the ball then?
Where
What's
did the
going
ball
on?
come from?
I'm confused.
I'd like to have a nice cup of hot cocoa. Would you fellas care to join me? No? What would you rather do instead? Go outside and play? Well, I can understand that. What do you think? Why do you keep hitting him like that? You're gonna have a timeout.
I think he's going insane.
Magic World doesn't exist. He's just a very insane person in his garage playing with his trains.
Just a little sweet.
Nobody else at the
The
real
building
world
starts
station is the
shaking,
heart
just
to
wait.
tell him.
All right, Pinchy, my little bucket of badness. Time to feast yourself.
If he grabs the conductor, won't he get in trouble?
No, he's shaking the building.
Why is there a hole in the building in the first place?
Wasn't it? And why was that scaffolding not secured to the ground?
I'm not sure I understand Diesel's plan, because I don't think he can take down the supports in the main part of the building.
And you're not in it.
You can't catch me, Diesel.
Losing your sparkle, huh? What perfect timing. Now where is that lost engine?
You won't find her here.
You're not clever enough to stop me.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, you're,
You're
not.
stupid.
What is that?
That's right. It's sugar, Diesel. And if I throw this in your tank, it'll seize you up for good.
Yeah, you better run,
Tonight, Twinkle Toes.
because that makes sense.
Like tomorrow.
Finally, some logic.
That line of tin kettle.
What logic?
There's something that could actually destroy an engine.
Pouring sugar.
Pouring any kind of solid substance
Oh.
in an engine will destroy it. Finally, some actual concrete logic I
That's
can
such
understand.
a weird thing to put in like a kid's show. I'll put this sugar in your engine and you'll seize up. And kids like, what does that mean?
Oh, so if I put sugar in my trains, they won't work no more. I'm gonna try it.
All right,
Put a little
so
sugar in there.
let's figure out what's going on here. There's a hole in the wall that was broken and it's being fixed, and that's why there's supports there.
Yeah, this...
And this train came up right next to him and pulled them all off so he could threaten the conductor and try to get the conductor to say where Lady is. That's his plan, is try to figure out where
yeah.
Lady is.
But
He's
he
trying-
did none of those things.
He
except tear
accomplished
down the wall.
nothing except for making a mess of the scaffolding.
Not even the trains can put that. It's all the conductor's job. So
Well,
he has to fix it.
Speaking of, how does anything get built in this world?
The conductor.
No, there are people. You just don't see them very much because there's, stop motion where these are just trains with engines and batteries and things. So
Because if the people in this world are like figures, like toys, how do they...
Because Diesel's the only one with an
anything?
arm. And apparently it doesn't obey him,
But-
it just has a mind of its own.
But they hate him.
Yeah, but the only reason they kept him around because he has an arm.
listen, diesel trains have a purpose. They do more of they work more in the mines and things. Where steam engines are more for the public railroads and they carry people around and stuff, and sometimes other carts if they're needed. But diesel trains can carry much heavier loads than steam trains is how it all works. So they need them. They're just the most annoying people in the world.
Well, I
Just
mean,
like real life.
wouldn't you be grumpy if you could only work in the mines and you didn't get to actually travel?
I'm just playing the movie.
You can't travel here to help us.
Why does this train look fat?
You just go to sleep now.
He sounds fat.
What, Percy?
No, the green one.
That's Percy.
That's Percy?
Yes.
There's too many green ones.
There's too many
Why not
simple
make
colors.
them all a different color?
Is he having a dream?
Mr. C,
Yes.
why aren't you here?
Diesel came to the real world and ate up the world.
Sodor, or back home here to us in shining time.
Look at these terrible cloud effects. Also, It's like, oh no, we don't have a tiny conductor to say hello to our goldfish. What are we ever gonna do? Look at all this litter we can't pick up.
I
We
like
need
how
a tiny
somebody
man.
spray painted closed on it. I can take it from here, Mom. I know my way around this city. Goes on top of a building.
And then somehow ends up in this train station.
She's going to visit, what's his name? Something Stone.
Suppose you know
I
what
can't remember his
track
name
3
anymore.
is, do you?
Philosopher.
Burnett Stone?
You do.
My
Burnett
name's
Stone.
Doggo. Follow me, because I'm a smart doggo.
Did she just say, do you know where I need to go? And they
Yeah.
ran off like, oh, you do. I'm going to follow you.
He had put Lily on the wrong train, but he knew he had done so for the right reason.
What?
What? Bad doggo.
So, she listened to the dog, and the dog was apparently intentionally tricking her, and she fell for it.
But the real question is, how did the dog know what she wanted to do and then not do that?
I think this girl is like related to that Stone guy.
Okay.
Let's figure this out.
I don't suppose you know where track 3 is, do you?
Oh, track 3, so
Track
she
3.
did say it.
You do. Is it that one? Well, why
You
not?
do.
There's a sign above it that says track
I hope
17.
you're right.
Mutt was feeling pleased with himself. He had put Lily on the wrong train, but he knew he had done so for the right reason.
That's hilarious. This girl listens to a stray dog on which train to go on.
I guess the ends justify the means.
And it... Where did the dog send her? Was she not going... I thought she was going to visit her, like, Uncle Burnett Stone, which is where the dog just
Right.
came from, right?
I have no idea.
Also,
Where is
why
she
are there
going?
other people going on the train?
What do you mean?
There were other people getting on that train with her.
So?
So she's not on, like, just an empty train going to semi-magic land.
No, she's not going to... This isn't a train to Magic Land. This is a train to probably Burnett Stone, but I thought that's where she was going anyways, but we'll see.
4.
Wait, he just got on
He got on a different train?
Yeah.
Why? Where is he taking her?
Also, doesn't she need a ticket for that?
This is such a generic song, too.
Yeah.
And look, it says track 4! She had 2 signs to read, and she listens to a dog. Hey,
I'm
look,
supposed to be on track 3. That sign says I'm on track 4. And that one does too. I'm probably on track 3.
There's technology guy.
I'm pretty sure that was a fake computer.
I wonder if that's your old computer, Josh.
I don't know. What is she looking for?
I don't know.
She's...
I don't even know why she's in the movie.
Me neither. I don't remember. She's gonna team up with the kid who played. That was looked up earlier. Wait, is she on the train with that guy?
Yeah.
Also, there's Bird.
Bird.
Alright, so was she like gonna get on the train with her mom and she was looking around for her mom or something? And she's like, huh, why is my mom not on
But
the
then
right
why
train?
would they separate?
Yeah, why
I
would
don't
they
know.
separate in the first place?
And then go on top of the building.
Let's see what happens. This is Burnett Stone. I think that's his name, right?
I have no idea.
The romance of railroads.
He
Somebody
is
loves
in
their
love
trains
with...
a little too much.
Yeah, he's in love with Lady for sure.
Really?
Well, this is awkward.
Why is he so small? Like, if we...
So then he can fit.
No. Like, compared to Thomas earlier, he was, like, normal height. But in that one, he was so small. You know why I bet it was? He was
Bad
on a
green
green screen scrubbing, and he put it up too far, so they had to shrink him down so he was scrubbing
Yeah.
in the right spot.
Again, comes the problem of, why can't he just go back to the place where he got it?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he have a stash? Just like you said earlier.
Maybe he shaves.
That was bad. That was really bad, Jester.
That one took me a minute to get.
Wait a minute. Beach. Beach. That's it. That's it.
Why is he talking to us?
Because he's magic.
I have to find a bellflower.
He's in an insane asylum. Of course he is.
A bellflower?
Bellflower.
At the
He's
beach?
on the beach now? What is that? Oh, that's a surfboard.
What? Did he get drunk?
Who is... What?
Why is he fading out of existence
Who
then?
is this guy?
I thought it was the conductor.
He's wasting his gold dust. That's
Oh
not
no,
him.
it's not him.
Look at those real oh.
That's my cell phone.
Is that his cousin?
I don't know. Is that him
His
with a
beach
different
bum
hairstyle?
cousin?
Hello? Junior? Junior, is that you? Oh, hi, cuz.
Yeah.
You have to help me find the source of all our family's gold dust.
What is the source?
That's the trouble, Junior. I haven't a clue.
And I've used up most of my gold dust too.
Because you were drunk.
Then go to Shining Time Station first. And in my signal house, in the box, under the staircase, you'll find my emergency whistle with the last of my supply.
He has a
Please take
stash!
care of this, Junior.
In the
and
real world.
don't talk to anyone about the buffers.
What buffers?
What's a buffer?
This is a really bad line. Hello? My cell phone's not working properly.
Junior, you've got to come here right away. I'm counting on you.
Hello?
That's so bad.
It was almost like he didn't want to answer, but instead of putting that fully in, they just said, just pretend like you can't hear him or something.
Shining time? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Do you want me to get off here?
Why are you listening to this random dog?
Wait, didn't the dog get on another train?
No, it got on the same train just a few cars back.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't allowed in the passenger car.
Cake. Oh, that's not cake. Oh, how cute. 5 little glass figurines. Oh, hello.
I mean, if you saw him through the window, you shouldn't be too surprised.
Well, you couldn't see him through the window. She just heard him.
Hiya. Who are you?
I'm Billy. Who are you?
See you, Junior. Did I drop some sunglasses when I came in here?
Did he say C Junior?
Yeah.
For
A
short
junior
for conductor
conductor?
junior.
I think he's a junior conductor.
They were very uncreative with the names.
I don't think they were very
He didn't
creative.
even blow
in-
his whistle.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's a whistle.
Why are they being so wasteful
Why
with the
does-
magic dust?
Yeah,
It looks like glitter.
That is just glitter.
That's
He's
the
out
answer.
in the woods!
Just go to the craft store and get you some gold glitter.
The magic is gone.
The magic's
Why
gone.
would I take my gold dust for granted?
Why was
Oh, the juggler dude died?
the juggler time?
He turned into dust. Does everybody just turn into dust and that's the clouds that we see?
Hang on.
What is
so
this?
The juggler dude's gone.
He got Thanos snapped.
That's what happened. What is it? What is this dream about?
Everybody, if he doesn't have his magic, everybody just gets turned into dust.
Here's the solution. This takes place at the same time as Infinity War, and they
I
all
don't-
get snapped.
I don't understand why this mini magic conductor is so important.
He's really not. He is.
What is
he's
he?
a complex.
He's done nothing.
Nothing has happened.
Nothing
in
productive.
this movie.
Does he
He's
even
talked
have
to
a
a
job?
goldfish. He cleaned off his window, said hello to the person at the desk, and then had to go back. He scared off
The only thing
the
he's
diesel
done
train.
so far is really console the steam engines. That's it.
The funny thing too is like, you know, when he came back into the magic world for the first time, and he was there with Thomas, you know, he went and, you know, to conduct Thomas. But Thomas can go on his own.
I know, right?
What does the conductor do?
And why does not having magic destroy the town in the
Why
real
is-
world?
why is that
Bridge is
crumbling?
collapsing?
I'm pretty sure that's just, it's not magic, you're just not doing your job.
You lazy bum.
Once he's out of magic, he's just like, I can't do anything.
there's
I'm just a lazy bum
Thomas
now.
right there.
He was right near the track.
Mr. Conductor!
Thomas?
Thomas?
So pathetic.
Thomas?
No, it's too late
Are
now.
you weak? Have you been starving? You ate a carrot.
And some really
No, he
messed
ate
up
Hold
celery.
on. He's saying something.
How could I possibly say that I'm really useful now?
Now he feels useless without magic.
What
He's
is
useless before.
what is all of this crap they're talking about being useful for?
I don't know.
Like,
Your grandpa's very upset. You must have gotten on the wrong train. I better take you back to Muffle Mountain.
Thank you.
Okay, so she got on the wrong train and got off right there where the lady knew the grandpa, her grandpa,
And
which
knew
is
her.
Burnett Stone. So they are related. So she was going to meet him anyways, and he has Lady, the magic train. But the dog took her to the station
why?
to meet the conductor, but that was just a chance coincidence that his conductor junior guy would show up and spray a bunch of gold dust everywhere.
Stacy, did you know my grandma?
And now they're leaving.
In a car.
Wait, is that the lady from the front desk?
Yes.
Who's guarding the
I
front
think
desk?
Grandpa
Nobody.
liked to call Grandma Lady.
Lady?
And
Yes,
where were
I
all the
heard
other
her
Hold
people?
on.
name when
Did
they
she
were
just say
talking.
Grandma Lady?
I think Grandpa liked to call Grandma Lady.
Oh my
He's in love with the train! Or is the train his wife who turned into a train?
That's probably the more likely one. He's like, alright, I want to show you something. This is a magical world. And then they go in and then she turns into a train.
What was that motorcyclist doing?
I don't know.
Wait, was he helping the motorcyclist?
I think so.
I don't think so. I think he was just putting stuff in the back of his truck.
Hello, Burnett.
Stacy. Hello, Lily.
So her name's Lily.
Mm-hmm.
She's blinking a lot.
Well, have a
It's
good
windy.
evening, Burnett.
That was so awkward.
Thanks, Stacy. Good night.
Stacy,
You said I wish. I wish? Oh, yes. I wish you'd come back and see us tomorrow at Shining Time. If your grandpa lets you.
What?
She was about to say that she wished for something, and she didn't finish the sentence because they found her grandpa or something. So she was like, "What were you gonna wish for?" And I think she like changed the answer or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the cliche movie thing.
Yeah.
I wish that, your grandpa's wife wasn't a train. But that would be too weird to say, so she thought second about it.
He's kind of a crazy old hermit.
Big city.
That's hilarious. Big city, Muffle Mountain, and then Shining Station. Those are the 4 major landmarks in this entire place.
Big city.
Also, did you notice they used like the same camera angle for this building? In fact, I bet they just took one shot of the car driving up and then they parked it, and they used that shot of the car parked for every other shot they used to see
'cause,
even
look,
previously.
in this scene, the truck doesn't have all the wood in the
Oh,
back.
the truck had weird physics to it.
What?
It was wobbling around.
Well, I mean, it's a dirt road.
No, I mean, like, it had...
See, it's a
like,
dirt road.
Like, whenever you look at heat coming off of a car, it has that weird movement to it. Like, around
I don't know
it
about
had
that. I think you're just going crazy.
Yeah, that's probably...
Well, I mean,
Hopefully you
anyone
don't
would go
start
crazy
seeing
watching
trains.
this movie.
No, I don't think so.
You're gonna start blowing a whistle. I'm running out of gold dust.
Just gonna start reading a romance novel about railroads.
This is another cliche thing with, oh, it's, grandpa and he's grumpy and a granddaughter comes and makes him less grumpy. Oh, and also he's got like a ranch hand or something like that who like is super happy and loves horses. And is out there early or late with the horse.
Why has nobody
Just don't
done?
go and insult the horse.
The only more cliche thing is if they like fall in love. Not the, her and the ranch hand. Not her and the grandpa, obviously. That would be weird. He's already in love with a train.
That's already weird enough.
That would be a really weird like love triangle.
The thing that drives me nuts is that nobody's done anything significant.
There's
Is that the
how far are we?
friendship bracelet?
We're about halfway.
Oh,
I
it is?
think.
Throw the friendship bracelet in the
Oh.
fire.
Is he?
I don't know, he was messing with it.
Yeah, he's got the friendship bracelet.
Okay, no, I thought he threw it in the fire
Alright.
there for a second.
We are 40 minutes in, and what do we know? The only plot things that have been pushed forward is you running out of gold dust, the Diesel guy wants to
mean.
find Lady, and this guy's granddaughter got there 40 minutes at... What do they do now?
And apparently this guy's married to the train.
They go to Magic World.
I mean, yeah, but like... Well, I guess we'll see.
And then they beat up Diesel and win.
It's like they're setting up lore for 40 minutes.
But if there's a lost engine, maybe there's a lost railway too. Mr. Conductor's railway.
Why?
What?
Why would you assume that? Well, if there's a lost engine, maybe there's a lost railway.
Why would there be a lost railway?
Hey, we have a missing car. Has anybody seen it? Maybe there's a missing railway.
Maybe there's a missing road.
We're missing a plane. Is there a missing sky around here?
Why would you ring your bell? You're in enemy territory.
What?
Is that why you ring the bell? To make him freak out and smash a building on his head?
What?
Like,
I don't get
wait
it.
a minute. They're gonna go kill the conductor. You know, they're talking about actual murder. I'm going to ring my bell so that he'll swing his arm and knock over the building he's under. That's a great
Why are they
idea.
scared of this guy? He's an absolute
Didn't
idiot.
they know it was him too?
Because they're trying to, they need a real threat, but they're also trying to make him goofy enough that kids won't be, have nightmares about him. Which I think they still will.
I hate that the cars have faces.
Oh no, they're singing.
Oh.
Also, why do some of the cars have faces, but not all of them?
I don't know.
I do not adore him.
Why does everyone like Thomas? He's like a naive kid, but he's also like has a big ego. Like, I'm the best train. I'm blue. Blue is the best color for a train.
To be fair, I think all of the steam engines have an ego problem.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they do. You're
Maybe
right.
Diesel's right. Maybe they do need to get taken down.
Like, why
These
can't
guys are so pompous.
just have regular trains? Why do they have to be alive? You're so stupid.
These trains
Because
have
they
to be
only have one
pampered.
conductor.
These trains
can't
have to be
maintain all of
pampered
them.
every day.
And I'm collecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks of special Island of Sodor coal for you.
Why'd you count?
Thank you, Thomas.
Because he likes counting.
You could have said 6.
But I wish I could make Mr. Conductor feel
Why are they
better,
just
too,
there?
finding him.
I don't know.
How does he know when he has them all?
Oh look, he found it.
No, he didn't. Because he's oblivious. He can't look behind him.
Thomas and your 5 coal trucks.
5? But I'm supposed to have 6.
Why didn't the last one?
Why didn't it latch?
Because they're troublesome carts.
Lost a coal truck today.
Yes, it disappeared when I was at the buffers, near the little grotto.
Maybe those are the buffers that lead to the secret railway.
And the grotto is the lost engine's special platform.
All you have to do is ram the buffers at high speed.
That
You know
can't
the things that are
backfire.
supposed to stop you?
Me? Why me?
Also, hold on. The conductor is running out of gold dust, so he can't go between
Why
worlds.
not just use the portal?
But a cart with just coal can drive through no
Yeah.
problem.
You see why I'm having an issue with this?
It's like, oh no, I'm running out of gold dust. Hey Thomas, can you take me here and drop me off?
I
I'm
know,
just
right?
gonna
Why
walk
couldn't they
through,
just
pick
go
up
out,
some
man?
gold dust, and head back.
Yeah.
Why make one yourself?
I don't understand.
Also, what did he say?
I don't know.
Could you go back?
Oh, I remember that bridge.
Me? Why me?
Because you're a brave engine, Percy.
Oh.
No, he's not.
I forgot.
Also, this bridge is gonna fall.
Yeah.
Toad's gonna
I
fall.
remember this. Yeah, I remember
Hey, look,
that
it's the
scene.
conductor.
Oh, look, it's Diesel.
Oh, Twinkle Toes, remember me?
Hey, you know a brilliant plan? Run into the woods. Out of range.
Yeah. Oh, he does. But he trips, because he's an idiot.
Oh, I see.
No, keep climbing.
The sugar. How careless. Say hello to Pinchy.
He tried.
You could actually squash him in there. All you'd have to do is open it.
Not
close.
necessarily. Look at the design of the teeth on this stupid claw.
Also, if he cuts that, what if it just opens it?
I know, right?
I'm pretty... What?
There he goes! And he's
Oh,
fine.
convenient sandbags.
I thought he was gonna grab hold of the windmill and get thrown around. A few times.
You put all this here for me?
What?
Yes.
What?
He's talking to us!
I totally put all of those bags of something there.
But you must have known that I was coming. How kind of you.
You didn't even know you were coming.
I'm at the windmill. Now that's what I call a perfect landing.
What?
AKA, wow, how convenient of the
This
plot
must
to work
be
this
the
way.
clue to unlock the source of the gold dust.
What?
He's trying to find a secret stash.
Stoke up the magic in the mountain and the lady will smile.
Why are there words on the wall?
Because it's magic.
Then watch the swirls that spin so well.
That doesn't rhyme.
What?
I don't trust magic that doesn't rhyme.
Oh, where's the writing gone?
Okay, how long has Lady been gone so that magic doesn't work as well anymore?
They haven't said.
Also, if magic goes away, don't they go away?
That's another thing. It's like, he's saying that because he doesn't have his gold dust, the entire world is
Yeah, the whole
crumbling.
world's crumbling.
And the real world, that one train station is going to be littered and closed down for some reason.
Which is
Um,
also odd because not all of the magic dust is gone, just his, because Junior has his.
Uh-huh.
Junior is running low, though, but that's just because
Alright.
he stupidly fell asleep with the thing in his mouth.
We've already seen that the conductor can use his whistle to go from one place to 10 feet away inside Thomas, right?
It's basically
Why
a
can't
teleporter.
Junior go from the beach all the way to get him, give him a little bit of his gold dust, and then say, alright, you've got enough to get to the real world and get your stash or whatever,
Because-
and then he goes back to the beach.
Even if it has a range, you could just use it multiple times.
Yeah.
To get where you want.
Another thing, too, is it's sort of like, how lazy is this guy that it's like, I need magic dust, this gold dust, to be able to do anything and keep this entire world alive. I know of a secret stash. I'll get it tomorrow.
Hey, look, it's Noah.
It is.
I didn't know he was in this movie. Maybe he helped write it.
What is she doing?
Climbing on the tire swing to get up.
And he's impressed?
Isn't he?
Did they say anything? Like, I bet you can't climb that tree.
No, they didn't say anything.
And she got down in 2 seconds.
On my fire escape.
Climbing a ladder is not the same as climbing a
I was
rope.
gonna say, how'd you learn to climb a tree so well?
Is that what she does now? She
I
just
climb
climbs fire
ladders.
escapes?
I climb ladders. Oh, cool. That's not a tree at all.
Is that why she climbed that ladder earlier?
I just thought of it.
I'm gonna go this way, up this random fire escape.
Imagine someone being like, wow, you're really good at, like, hiking up mountains. How do you do that? Well, I have stairs at home. Going on a horse.
Why a horse?
Is there something between them? Are
Okay.
they actually kind of like they like each other?
Yeah, she's in love with the horse. She has to go through him to get to the horse.
Do you want to come?
Can we be back here by sunset?
I hope so.
Is it gonna shrink her down?
What do you think, Mutt?
Then how come they don't come at full size whenever they get back?
I know, right?
Are they just midgets here? Is she gonna be a giant in Magic World? Wait, how does that work?
I don't know. Also, they're taking a shortcut, whatever that means.
Instead of instant teleportation?
Oh, see, look, this is what I was talking about. They did do it. They should have done this earlier.
You've grown bigger.
Maybe you're smaller.
Huh?
What happened to
Oh,
it?
there's the cart.
There's the cart!
What's that doing there? You ready, Lily?
I'm
Here are
impressed.
the buffers.
No! So unenthusiastic. Oof! Now they're in Magic Land.
That
Where are
landing.
we?
So did he not get the spare whistle? The whole reason he called him up?
Yeah, wasn't the whole... Why is he here?
Why is he here? It's probably the director's cousin, actual cousin. And it's like, I want to be in the movie. He's like, fine, I'll add you as in a character. That's what most of these characters are.
Why don't we get more gold dust? Because I used yours up. Then
He already used his up.
He used his to get her there? Is that...
Yeah, I think so.
Are you kidding me?
And also, if you notice all the gold dust on the counter, that was probably just like, he
just
doesn't
spilled
use
it
it
all on
sparingly. He uses way
Again,
more.
why can't they just reuse it? Because it was on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot, especially if it shrinks down with them.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, let's see.
Hello.
What is he doing?
Is he gonna get on the windmill?
He's Yep.
on the windmill.
Why would you do that? I mean, they have shown that you can't really get hurt here.
Come down! It's too windy!
This is just like the fun fair! Give us 2 seconds!
This guy's definitely
He's gonna
stoned.
hit his head on the way down.
It's picking up speed.
He's gonna get flung.
Do you see how many open holes there are in that in those sails? How is it catching wind?
That
And
doesn't
he,
necessarily mean that much.
Hang on tight, moon doggy!
Oh, he's surfing the train now.
Hijacked him!
What's gonna happen to Junior now?
Well, my family is usually pretty good at getting themselves out of trouble. Eventually.
I don't know what eventually means, but it sounds
you
very,
don't know what
very
eventually
Okay.
means.
He doesn't know the full English language.
Uh,
Oh, we're in real world now. Also, he didn't go with her.
Where's Lily?
I wish I knew.
You had one job.
How did you lose track of her? Like, hey, you go on inside. I'm gonna stand here and look at nothing. You didn't go
Also,
with her.
She had some time getting to the train station, so shouldn't he have
It's like-
noticed that sooner?
where was he?
Also,
Like,
he's not worried at all. It's like, yeah, I don't know where your granddaughter is. No big deal.
Sorry, Mr. Stone. She wasn't at the station when I went back for her.
What? He left her there.
What did either of them have to do in order
He
to
was.
leave each other?
He was like, I'm going over to the station. Can she come with me? It's like, sure. It's like, all right, I'm gonna drop you off and not go to the station. Goodbye.
We'll find her.
We'll find
how is he? Would he not have more of a reaction?
No, because he's dead inside because his wife is a train. Have some respect.
His wife is a train wreck.
Oh, come on.
Mr. Conductor, I was supposed to be back by sunset.
You know, Lily, perhaps your grandpa can guess where you are.
He can?
Can guess where you are.
Alright, if I were my granddaughter, where would she be?
My granddaughter.
Is she
that
in the garage? No, she's not there. The secret magic dimension I forgot about. That's where she is.
like, he doesn't even know his granddaughter that much. Like, she's visiting
Right,
for
she's
like
just visited him once or twice.
That makes no sense.
He can?
Maybe. Because I think he's been here himself long ago.
Why do you think that?
They're so dumb how everything that pushes the actual plot forward is, I have an idea out of nowhere with no reason. I think this.
There's no proof for
And then it
any
turns out to be right.
of their ideas.
Yeah.
It's just pure 100% fourth wall breaking luck.
This guy especially just looks at the camera and it is like Dora the Explorer
Hi.
time. You put these sandbags here because you somehow knew what was going to happen to me even though I had no idea. Wow, thank you.
I heard a train whistle and it sounded like it was coming from the mountain.
Mountain. I just remembered another part of the clue. Stoke up the magic in the mountain and the lady will smile.
What was the other half?
But we need more information.
Hold on. She said mountain. He's like, oh, that makes me remember part of the clue. But what he couldn't remember the last half. The first half he remembered, and what he said was
mountain.
stoke up the mountain. I don't remember anymore. She said mountain. It's like, oh, mountain! Stoke up the mountain, and the lady will smile. Thanks for saying mountain. I wouldn't have thought of lady. Also, they're working on the train instead of looking for her.
I know, right?
His grandpa even smiled once.
I don't think he's concerned that she's missing at all. There's no expression on his face whatsoever.
I sensed it when we were out riding. Lily
What
and I
did
were
you
traveling on the
sense?
ground above it.
Magic.
The railroad needs Lady. But I don't know her special secret.
Or what?
And I need
Special
to know it
secret.
now more than ever.
Because of Lily?
Yes, because of Lily.
What?
I'm confused.
Alright, quick question.
What is
If
happening?
Lady is on a train track in the mountain,
Mm-hmm.
follow the train track.
Mm-hmm. They need lady to use it, though.
Just follow the train track yourself.
Okay. So, the grandpa has guessed where she is. And
Somehow.
he needs to know Lady's secret word or something like that to
To get her
activate
going.
her again or something?
What?
To save Lily from a magic world where he doesn't even know if that's where she's at.
The steam engine has a voice command system built into it. Alexa!
Don't say it.
Lady, play.
Lady,
play a song.
take me to Sodor.
Lady, play Despacito 2.
So, Thomas, we must get Lily back to her grandpa now in case Diesel gets rid of the railway.
But how can Lily go without gold dust?
Only in the lost engine.
What?
Oh, only Lady can traverse the universe.
Unless?
Thomas, will you please take Lily?
Through the buffers? But what if I go on the railway and my wheels don't work?
But what if they do?
But what if...
Yes?
What if it's dark?
It will be for a while.
And cold?
Maybe.
And how will I get back again?
He's a
Because you're a
train.
really
How does he feel
useful engine
cold?
and we'll find a way.
Okay.
He's a steam engine. He has a fire in him.
The whole point of this movie is two things. I'm running on low on gold dust. Gold dust is the only way to get back. Besides Lady, a magical train who is missing. Hey, Thomas! Take me there! Why didn't you do that a long time ago?
Maybe they thought Lady was the only one that could take people back and forth, and then
What, did
Thomas
they-
is built.
It's like, hey, this one train can do this crazy thing. I wonder if any of the other trains that talk can do this. Now, we're not going to test it. We're going to assume only this one.
Well, this could work if it was the little girl who brought it up, because she saw the car with the coal in the tunnel.
Yeah, what about the coal?
The normal car.
The normal car that didn't even have a face.
That would be a much better way to do it.
If the girl brought it up, that would make a whole lot more sense.
But then there's still the issue of Junior knew, and still that means that the main conductor knows where the tunnel is, so that doesn't even make sense. They know where it is, and they've gone through there. That's apparently how they get from place to place every time.
And you have to keep in mind, they're trains. They can, as long as they're on the right track, they'll get there.
I mean, she could have said, like, oh, I saw a coal cart. The coal cart was fine. You know, it was still on the railroad. I'm sure you'll be fine, Thomas. And he's like, okay, I'll try it.
What would have been better is if, like, the magical railroad had, like, many pathways and stuff. So then they could have said, if we follow the one with the coal was on, then we'd be able to go through.
That would make way more sense.
It would make a lot more sense.
It would be a network.
It would be like Lady is the only one who knew how to get through.
Right.
And so then they have to figure it out.
So all they'd have to do is go in, hey, look, there's that coal. We just follow that track. And then we're in real world town.
Or it could be like the coal was like dropping like breadcrumbs, dropping coal, and they could follow the coal and find the cart, which they saw at the entrance and was the correct path.
Right, that would have been so much better.
They could have done something better
Instead
for sure.
of, I'm pretty sure that there's a magical dimension over here. Let's go see if I'm right.
Alright, let's see what they do.
I promise I'll get you home to your grandpa, Lily.
Follow me, partner.
Ooh.
Right this way to Bufferville.
Tumbleweed's alive?
Yep, it is.
You're going through, Lily.
You're on your own from here on in, little blue buckaroo.
Little engines can do big things.
Yippee. Magic.
It is dark and cold and bumpy.
You have a fire.
It's not bumpy.
It's not bumpy at all.
There's the missing coal truck.
Why is it glowing?
Why is it on the other track?
Why is she glowing so much? Yeah, it's on the other track.
Yeah. And that was the same
Why
place
is there
that
a
they went
second
through.
track? Also, it's like they did a terrible job of like photoshopping it out, and there's like this haze around the edge for some reason, and she's got the same thing.
Coal truck? Stoke up the magic in the mountain.
Coal truck? Stoke up the magic in the mountain. Where's the connection?
Yeah, where is the connection?
Coal is used for stoking?
I mean, you could stoke
You
fires.
stoke coal, you don't stoke...
Hold on. Let's see what she says.
That's part of Mr. Conductor's clue to his gold dust.
And Lily, that's what you do with coal. Stoke it up to make steam.
Yes, you
Okay.
stoke coal, you don't use
We're
coal to
going
stoke
to be
things.
really reliable and help Mr. Conductor. We're going back for that
Wait,
coal
where's
truck.
the other track?
They're going back to the coal truck now.
But where is the other track that the coal is on?
Yeah, it
How
doesn't
they-
show up.
Coal truck? We're
And there's
still
the end
using
right
those
there.
things, Lily.
Yeah, they were almost there.
How are you going to get to...
Wait,
this is
what?
the track!
How does that work?
You're a really useful engine, Thomas.
You're a magic engine, Thomas.
Remember what I said about something about a mountain and like a ramp?
Oh, is this it?
I think so.
I think I feel a little dizzy. I can't go any further.
Also, Thomas still has a face, and that scares me.
I promise, but I must find Grandpa.
Alright.
Also, I'm pretty sure.
Quick question.
That was
Would
photoshopped in.
If they're going to use the coal to start up Lady, they'd need. Wouldn't the grandpa have already tried that already? And if that doesn't work, okay,
Hey,
bye,
remember what I
Thomas.
said?
Is he gonna insult the horse? Is that when that comes into play?
What?
Is Thomas gonna insult the horse? Is that where that comes in?
Can you take me to him? Jump up.
It's like, oh, here's the missing person. Yeah.
Doesn't even ask where she was.
Hurry, I need to talk to
Also-
Grandpa right now. All right.
Also,
get
like,
on.
hey, I dropped you off at the station. 1 day later, you're up in the mountain. Oh, hi. Here, get on the horse.
Also, this train is going to die.
You'll be fine.
Thomas is a goner.
He's dead.
What?
What?
How does that work?
Why does he keep looking at these pictures?
Especially if he drew them.
Oh, Lily.
And if it was a word.
I'm so glad to see you.
So, his granddaughter comes back after he lost her because he
Lily.
let this kid take her to a train station. And this is his reaction.
Oh, Lily.
Oh my
I'm so glad to
goodness.
see you.
There's this island.
He
of
doesn't
docks
even
and trains,
smile.
And they said you might have been
Because
there.
his wife turned into a train.
The doctor's very sick.
I can't make her steam. I've tried all the different coals in the valley.
What about magic coal?
He needs the coal from the magic world.
Yep.
The cart that's sitting on top of the mountain right now.
I thought he said something about a word.
I know, right?
He's tried all the coal in the real world, and it hasn't worked.
Okay.
Actually, he tried all the coal in the valley.
Well, on the valley,
which is
but
like
in the
one
real
kind
world.
of coal.
Yeah, true.
Ladies. Is that her name?
Yes.
It's kind of printed on the side of the
It's right there.
Special coal from the island of Sodor. That's what Lady needs.
Make her happy with coal.
There's a coal truck up at the top of the mountain. Do you think you could get some?
Of course I will.
I don't think it would take one trip from this little kid of coal to start.
He could
an
carry like 3 little pieces, which would last like 30
Even if
seconds
you
in a
know,
train.
He did like the shirt basket thing. I don't think that would be enough to
They
start.
need the
Especially with
entire
his horse.
cart.
And also, he's gone.
Yeah.
Where'd Thomas even go?
Oh, Thomas is dead.
Sorry, Lily. I'm sorry because I haven't been whatever it is. Responsible, reliable, really useful. But I will be.
What? I'm confused. Is that Thomas?
Oh.
James.
No, it's not Thomas.
Oh, this is this guy.
Oh, he's the one that was.
So you've lost your sparkle too, huh? Bye bye, Twinkle Toes.
No, it looks sort of like James. The red one. But I mean, everything looks red.
He's in.
Why is James backed in there then?
I don't know.
Why are they sharing a track? They shouldn't be sharing a track.
I'll find you some more, Lily. I promise. If I'm going to be any help at all, it's now or never. I've got to use up the rest of this stuff. Are you ready?
No, we're not.
James the Brains, get us out of here.
Now we are.
What the?
He had that.
That was the emergency.
That was the duck call.
Yep.
Bye, James.
Why did he need him? Why didn't he use that a long time ago?
I know, right? When he was oh, maybe he would bring Diesel along with him. 'Cause
Jump
he
off.
was captured.
That would have probably hurt.
We would have put sandbags down for him.
Would we have?
I don't know.
No,
He's
probably
just a
not.
stone surfer.
Maybe he knows.
Better
that
late
we
than
would.
never.
Junior, we're all out of gold dust, aren't we?
Bankrupt.
It was kind of important, a life or death situation, so I think we're good.
This one time, you're fine, Mr. Stoned.
Did Grandma love Lady as much as you do?
Grandma is late.
Did you take a ride on her?
because I loved her. But she never took a ride on Lady.
Oh.
I couldn't fix her in time.
What?
Grandma never took a ride on Lady because he couldn't fix her in time. So Grandma's gone.
Grandma
Okay.
has passed away.
I think how this all works is he might be from Magic Land. He got trapped on this side in real land because Lady broke down and he couldn't get back. So when he met the grandma, and he wanted to show the grandma the magic world and Lady, but he never could because he couldn't fix Lady.
So Grandma was like, this man crazy.
So why didn't he, like... He probably knew the conductor.
Maybe
Why
he
couldn't he...
was the conductor at the time because it was a family thing.
But he's Stone. The conductor is Mr. Conductor. They're the conductor family. They're not related.
But if they knew each other, then shouldn't he have been able to talk to the conductor anyway?
Yeah, you'd think that the conductor...
go down to the train
The conductor
station.
brought her through. Why couldn't he be like, hey, you think you could, bring me back? I could grab some coal, start the train engine back up.
Bring back this lost train that's really important to the survival of this entire world.
Like, how come this... It seems like an entire lifetime went by and he hasn't been able to get coal for his train again.
See, it's magic coal. It has sparks in it.
But no, that's not
Shiny.
magic coal. That's not magic coal.
I think that's the coal from the cart.
Thomas went down a mountain with the coal cart.
No, he didn't. He left the coal.
He left the coal cart on the top of
So where's Thomas?
He's dead. Also, does that mean if Thomas lives in the real world for long enough, he won't have a face and die? Because I don't think... Does Lady get a face?
She crashed. She died a long time ago.
Because I don't think Lady ever gets a face again.
Yeah, she does.
She does?
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be weird.
Thomas is
There's
so
that
missing
haze
now.
again.
Yep.
Lily, look!
It's because they don't have... The lighting isn't right with the green screen.
The railroad's getting its energy back.
It's gold dust. We better get some from the
Yeah, it
the
is gold
conductors.
dust.
It looks
Why
like...
is it so big?
It looks...
I know, right?
It looks like confetti.
Looks like strips of tinfoil.
Yeah. Also, watch this. Magic.
Well, my lady, the lights are all green for you now. Green for glory.
Green for glory.
What?
Why didn't he say gold?
She would have loved this journey.
Yes, she would. And she'd love it that you're with me now.
Talking about the grandma.
Oh, okay.
Also, all of these trees are about to disappear because magic.
That's not how it looked earlier. Ah, she has a face!
Yep, of course she does.
You didn't forget about magic. It's safe inside you.
What?
That's weird. No, the bird's gonna come alive! It's the bird. No.
Also, that's literally just a painting.
Also, why is there red and blue dust?
I don't know.
Is that different?
Thomas!
He ain't dead somehow.
How did Thomas get back?
Found her, and she's beautiful.
She's right there, Thomas.
imagine that. You're just like, you have like these beings living inside you, and every now and then they can just pull apart and go, bah, bah. It's like, sorry, that wasn't me. That was the people controlling me.
Alright, I just wanted to tell you, lady, that I really like you, and Bob! Bob!
Junior, we won't make it back to Shining Time without the gold dust.
There's literally gold dust coming out of the machine.
They have the train.
Without it, the magic.
They have the train that generates the stuff that they're using.
What? Oh, they're never gonna see each other again because he needs him to take Lady away, or else Diesel will beat her up.
Is that what it was?
I think so. What?
What? You, me, dead? That's basically what he just said.
Oh, okay.
Because no more gold dust. But, like...
I think it would have made more sense if it was like, I need you to take this train far away so that nobody else gets their hands on gold dust but us.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. So, He knows, hey, this gold dust stuff is so important. If we don't have it, this entire world and we will die. But I'm not going to worry about that till I run out.
Okay, and since the train is sentient, doesn't the train get a say?
Yeah, they're acting like it's an object when it's clearly got a face and
It just would have
a
been
voice and
better to
everything.
keep it as an object, but it has a mind.
No, in the
Not
original
like
show, she was a character, I'm pretty sure, and she was alive. They just made her even more special for this movie or something.
What's the matter? Lady. That engine's name is Lady. She's part of the clue to the source of the gold dust.
Was she not the source?
I think she... What?
And also, they realized that after she left. It's like, you found Lady! How cool! She leaves, Lady!
Also, he's
Also,
on the other
what
track.
happened to the big bag that they collected?
Yeah,
of gold
she's
dust?
got it. She didn't go with Grandpa, did she? No.
I don't think so.
No, he's on his own.
What did he say?
I have no idea.
No, you won't, because the magic you refuse to believe in will get the better of you.
You can run, but you can't hide. Right?
He refuses to believe in magic, but he's a talking train.
Hungry. Get back.
Come on, lady.
Don't do that.
That's creepy.
It is.
This is your shining time, too.
I hope so.
What? Is that her
Wait,
voice?
she has a voice?
Yeah, she does.
I hope so.
It just sounds like Thomas took a higher
Yeah.
pitched voice.
That does not sound the same as when she spoke
Why not
in
get
the
an
tunnel.
actual lady?
She was like speaking to his mind too. Like it didn't seem like she was talking. It was like all like echoey and stuff.
Lady, little engines can do big things.
Is that his catchphrase?
I think so. It has to be considering who we're talking about here.
Even if the bridge collapsed, I don't think it would be a problem for Lady. Thomas, on the other hand, he may be going down.
No, it's because
No,
he's
just Diesel.
Well done, Thomas. Well done.
What did he do?
He just ran
He
off
made
the
it.
track.
See you, Diesel. You probably could have saved yourself with your claw hand, but...
He did.
Okay.
Steamboat.
Can you get on the steamboat?
Yep.
He did.
He wasn't.
He was
Look,
sideways.
He should have just sunk the boat. Doesn't make sense.
Also, isn't that a steamboat?
Oh well.
Maybe.
That saved
Nice
him?
time of the year for a cruise.
Nice time of the year for a cruise.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Then watch the swirls that spin so well.
Swirls! Just like all the wonderful shavings around Lady when we were on the railroad.
That we
Is there
somehow
anything else?
collected without knowing it was gold dust.
Yes, so well. A well means water.
Oh, they have to combine it with water.
Put
Oh,
the
okay.
shavings in with the water.
Why are they all different colors, though?
'Cause they ran out of paint.
Please.
Now, Lily.
Wait, are they there?
Huh?
Are Thomas and Lady
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, they're there.
They got
How'd they
there.
get back?
What is that?
Also, what? What is that word?
She never combined it with the water.
Yeah, I guess she did.
Well, why not show it? What? How does that work?
Magic.
They just have to breathe in with it.
You're a really helpful engine.
And helping each other brings to life the magic in all of us.
What did she say? And helping each other brings to life the magic in all of us.
That's like one of the.
Why
That's
not
in-
say it in like three sentences?
The grammar didn't quite make sense there.
And the meaning is super
I
sappy.
promised you something.
Confused. Some gold dust.
Oh yeah.
It's not as special now that you have an unlimited amount. How would they not know this? That gold dust was made this way.
You mean
I know, right?
want to go back to the beach?
What?
I'm confused.
It was supposed to be a magic trick, like, look, a hat.
Why did he have to spin, though?
213. You've worn a hat before.
It sounds like a duck call.
Uh-huh.
I don't
What is
like
this?
that gig.
Hello? I'd like you to have this.
In case you ever get lost on the other side of dimensions.
Here, give me the bluebird.
What? Are you gonna
I
turn
think
the
we
bird
should
alive?
share it.
What's that gonna do?
Turn the bird alive.
Sharpness 5.
We'll always remember our shining time together.
What'd that do?
It's still a stuffed bird.
Enchanted the bird with mending. To bring their family together.
They use that same sound effect so much.
Why are there so many people in this
Where's the
town?
juggler? I want to see the juggler again. I want to know that he's okay and he wasn't snapped away.
I think the juggler might have been snapped away.
Wait a minute. Now it's full of people.
Mm-hmm.
Because they got gold dust.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, maybe
This
they're
little dude that comes by and says hello to the goldfish saved this train station somehow because...
Maybe they're the first connection and only connection to the magic world, so now they're selling tickets to the magic world.
But clearly people don't know about it that much.
I feel like we're just
Does that say
repeating the
flower
first
food?
scene.
Oh, he takes care of the flowers.
It literally says flower food.
What? Don't eat it! No, that's for flowers!
And so we've come to the happy end of our story.
That's it.
And it's time for all of us to go home.
Cool.
Yay.
Just like Thomas.
I thought Thomas's home was the tracks.
No, he lives in like a little shed thing.
Oh yeah,
Also
the one that they
starring.
destroyed
Kind of.
a wall out of.
And there's not going to be a scene at the end because that wasn't a thing in the early 2000s.
I just want to see if there's anything else.
Stay!
Well, that was I don't know.
18 years ago, this came out. I Love Trains. Just had a flashback. Okay, this movie was lit when I was 5. Never watched this movie when I was little because I thought Diesel 10 looked really scary on the front cover. LOL. This movie brings back memories of the times when I would reenact the scenes Thomas and his friends with my little Tommy trains I had of them. Okay, I will be 15, and I love Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends classic series. Man, I just love watching this movie like every weekend. What? Are you serious? I remember this one when I was little. 12 seconds. I already gave me my childhood when I watched the whole movie. What?
The credits?
They linked to 12 seconds in.
Wah, wah, wah.
This is honestly one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Diesel 10 much. He's my favorite train. These can't be kids because this is like in the last year and they watched this a long time ago. Favorite characters are Lady, Thomas, and Diesel 10. I still like the
Why
other
does
ones
everybody
too.
love Diesel?
I one time saw someone's comment somewhere and they said that they used the original Gordon model. I don't know if that's true or not. Oh, they used the original Gordon model train.
Alright, quick question. Diesel works in the coal mines.
Yes.
And the coal is magic.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And then that is given to the trains.
Mm-hmm.
So he is angry at the trains because he works to keep them alive and they don't even give him a thank you or nothing. That's just his job. And he's upset because everybody makes fun of him and stuff for having an arm.
Why doesn't he just go on strike?
Honestly, Diesel is one of the most sympathetic characters in the entire story.
He even talks to himself.
Well,
Like
to his
he's
claw.
like he's a
He's kind
main
of
character.
he's kind of like the Thanos of this movie. Like he sort of makes sense, but his methods aren't quite right. And I think he's just like, why does this magic world exist? It really shouldn't exist. I just need to end it. I need to get rid of Lady.
Even if that includes me. That means
Mitt,
Diesel's a
you know,
little engine
comparative to kids' movies back then, this isn't terrible.
Compared to some of the others back then, no, this isn't terrible
I
at all.
think the only thing I had to complain visual-wise was the going through the tunnel smoke.
Let's see. So visually, it's not terrible. Acting, it's not. It's
Acting
bad.
is, bad.
But I mean,
3 out of 5.
It's Thomas the Train. It's old. It's not like they had a. What was the budget? I want to know the budget. Box office budget was $19 million.
What?
Wow. Well, you have to remember a lot
That's
of it was
estimated.
Like stop.
Oh, okay, estimated.
The estimated budget is 19
But they already
million.
have all the sets because they've been doing the TV show for a while.
And its cumulative gross worldwide was 19,748,000.
Ooh, they lost money.
Actually, no, they gained 748,000 because their estimated budget is 19 million.
Oh, okay.
That's not much,
that's
though.
That's not much money.
Okay, so let's see. What would they have put that towards? They had the slight visual effects with like that tunnel and like cropping them out,
But
and,
that
like
wouldn't
green
be
screen
too
stuff.
bad even back then, right?
I mean, you wouldn't think it would be that bad. They didn't have it that often.
Right. It was only a few times.
It was only a few times more towards the end.
Maybe they had to pay a lot of money for songs.
What's the first Star Wars movie that ever came out?
Episode 4.
What's the budget on this? Because they had way more visual effects.
11
million.
Thomas.
19 million.
Disappointed.
Star Wars did it for less.
When was
And that came out like
that
the
came
70s.
30 years earlier.
That came out in 1977.
How? That can't be right.
To be fair, there is this thing called inflation. But it couldn't have gone that bad.
That still doesn't make sense.
There's a beat.
Because you'd think effects would get better. There's my dog. Okay.
So
they had a few green screen type things, or chroma key, or whatever. They had the stop motion, which they were already doing, and it wasn't even stop motion. It's just driving trains around and moving their eyes.
Yeah.
And then every now and then they would change faces, which I've seen way more advanced things for stop motion, like what was it called? Box Trolls.
Ugh, I don't like that movie. But
I mean, the animation was okay, 60 million. But that's way more advanced. They had like 15 different custom faces made just to say a word.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's still only like 3 times as much, and that was more recent. And the whole movie was done that way. This is like, they changed their face like once every shot, maybe. And they have, like, they've already got those too. That's not that hard to do.
They didn't have to put that towards the budget.
Right.
They already had them.
They already had the faces because they had been doing the show up to this point.
Wait, did the one guy meaning that Gordon was the original model, did that mean that they made new models for all of them?
There's alternate
Director's
versions.
cut.
So that was...
The story was changed.
It was changed?
There was a different bad guy, a person, a human, who was jealous of the grandpa and his relationship with the grandma, asked to take Lady out for a ride, and crashed her on purpose and then ran away.
That would have been so much better.
Okay, hold on. Look, this is the alternate version. If this fixes it, hold on. They said it was too scary though for kids. Let's see what else the character has. After an accident, Boomer fled. His name was Boomer, like P.T. Boomer.
Okay,
but
Boomer.
replace him with Diesel 10. Boomer fled Indian Valley, and Burnett spent years trying to restore her, but to no success. He returns now, a good 40 years later, a bitter and dark character, hell-bent on completing his revenge by finding and destroying Lady for good. When audiences complained about him being too scary, a weird claim when the secondary villain is literally a Diesel with a giant mechanical claw. He was cut out at the last minute, explaining the laziness of the movie's final cut, and Diesel 10 was rewritten as the main villain. This cut was so close to the release that one of the previews even contained Boomer briefly falling off the viaduct along with Diesel 10. I think Diesel 10 was just his train or like a side character.
Yeah.
Coloring books contained references to him by name as well. Boomer was seen in the movie in the form of 2 cameos. Part of his confrontation with Burnett is seen by distance as Stacy and Lily arrive in their car.
That's the motorcyclist.
Oh! Audibly, the scene is redubbed so that Burnett is giving directions to a lost biker. The biker, clad in an overcoat, presents a dark contrast and appears somewhat menacing. Boomer is also visible on the back of Diesel 10's cab during the chase scene toward the end. The original ending had Boomer land on the back of Diesel 10 through the magic buffers. Because of the cuts, many key scenes that gave Brett Alcroft's original story substance and were filmed with Peter Fonda as Burnett Stone and Russell Means as Billy Two Feathers plus Cody McMains as Patch were not in the released version because of the references to P.T. Boomer. What was also revealed is that Lily, 20 years later, was originally meant to be the narrator. So Lily, the little girl.
The little girl was supposed to be the narrator?
Oh, wait, was originally meant to be the narrator as told by an adult Lily and Patch to their child. They got married! The girl and the kid got married! And Bolden was likely put in as the narrator since he was narrating the US dub of the television series at the time. A scene toward the end shows the family in a panning shot of the Pennsylvania fields. The movie also contains several flashback scenes of young Burnett and Tasha, which ended up being cut due to some involving P.T. Boomer, such as the dance they have. The scenes are only audibly heard in the movie through Burnett's imagination.
Boo. That would have been way better.
Too Americanized. Where's the English charm? Why are all of the engines now American? I watched this movie as I thought it'd be a good tribute to lifelong work. It's not at all. The engines just sound annoying, and the plot doesn't work at all. Has Brett Alcroft decided to go behind his back completely? Surely if Audrey were alive today, he would not be impressed at all. I'm not a child, but I still think that children should be shown a sense of consistency from the TV series. It's a bad film. The Island of Sodor makes no sense. Thomas is a British masterpiece, and this film has ruined it. The producers should be ashamed. That's all I have to say.
Is there a director's cut?
P.T. Boomer chase scene.
I think you opened it.
Okay, this is never in the movie.
And just look who else I found! Splunch, get up here and destroy! No, do yourself. Yeah, do yourself. We mean that. Yeah, we mean that.
That is a little.
Wait for me! I'm after that engine!
Okay.
Oh.
Run, lady, quickly! And I'm going to help you.
This is worse.
I'll not let you down again.
Watch out for the viaduct, it's dangerous!
That's the best acting I've heard from that guy.
Yeah.
I'll get you, Burnett Stone! Yes!
No, you won't, Boomer. Because the magic you refuse to believe in will get the better of you.
That makes so much more sense now!
Yeah.
What did he say in the original movie at that part?
Diesel.
Did he say Diesel?
I think he said Diesel, yeah. I think he called the train out by name.
They cut out the name.
They did.
Because the magic... Yes! No, you won't, Boomer. Because the magic you refuse to believe in will get the better of you.
Okay.
Okay, Burnett! The clothes are off!
Literally.
And that guy was supposed to be the scary one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's more dumb and goofy.
With your help.
I think her voice sounds better.
I think her voice sounds better in the director's cut.
It sounds like a lady instead of...
Instead of just Thomas.
It's so bad.
It sounds like a dude.
It's your shining time, too.
That sounds like the end of this, or the beginning of this.
She even says something completely different.
They added the sparks later.
Did they just rewind that so he put his glasses back on?
I mean, it was rough. This wasn't the finished product even at the time.
What happened to the dude?
What happened to the dude?
I don't know.
Oh, he's in there.
But he said that he had to film that and it wasn't in. They don't even say anything?
Nope.
No. The stupid joke about the cruise isn't there.
This went on for some time.
All along. It was an unfinished product, but I mean, still.
Just knowing what this was originally, I think it would have been better with the original
some ways.
stuff.
Some things I'm okay with the change, but I don't know. I want to see what the original story was, because it said since they had to change so much and get rid of an entire character, there were lots more like plot holes that they had to try to cover up.
Exactly.
That might have been where the random, hey, I have an idea.
Yeah, that might have been.
Dimension.
That may be where most of the complaints we have had with the story came from.
Oh well. So give your rating, everybody. 1 to 10.
Alright, the current version that we watched, I would give it a 4 out of 10.
I agree with 4 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 5, just because it must have taken a lot of work.
Now, this director's cut version that
That sounds more like a 7 out of 10.
That sounds much better.
Maybe even 8, but
I wouldn't
gonna see it.
I wouldn't go super high. This is a Thomas the Train Engine movie, after all.
I think the thing is, some things I like that they changed. Watching the old director's cut, it's just that since they changed it last minute, it messed with the story a lot, I think.
Right, and they didn't have time to repair it, so they just said...
They would have had to refilm
just gonna have
all
to make
sorts
an
of scenes.
idea.
So probably the best they could do, and that's why all the plot holes were them just coming up with ideas. And that was the trains, which are easier to do. They can dub over voices because their mouths don't move, so they can add things to the plot to make it work, but it doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Oh, how did we get this in depth with Thomas the freaking Tank Engine?
Because it's not. It could be good.
bad.
It's so close. But there's just these main issues that mess it all
We're
up.
trying to fix it, because it's bad.
It is bad.
Maybe we need magic coal to fix it. Get the steam going.
Oh, where's Santa when you need him?
Santa doesn't give magic coal, he just gives bad people coal.
Alright, we're going to have to end this off because we've been recording for almost 3 hours.
Well, it's because this is an hour and a half long movie, but
Which means that we've talked through it for
A good while.
For equal amount of time the movie's been on.
Yeah. We talked a lot throughout
We
the
did
movie.
talk a lot. I mean, there was actually a lot of material to talk about. I was surprised.
Yeah. Probably because a lot of it just didn't make sense.
I'm still sad that the juggler died. He
That
got
was-
Thanos snapped.
That was weird. The weird detail to show this juggler, and he's juggling, and then he's in a phone booth juggling while on the phone, and then they show what happens if magic disappears, and the real world, which is unaffected by the magic, the juggler died.
And it's probably some relative that they're like, "Can I be in your movie?" And they're like, "I guess."
It's like, I know how to
but you gotta
juggle.
wear this juggle hat, this clown hat,
and you die halfway through.
We're gonna X your character out.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of missed opportunities with this movie.
That the part where the juggler dies is just like a little hint that the director gave to the relative, and it's just like, "You better not make me do this again, or else."
It's like, I killed you in the movie, I'll kill you in real life. Alright, well that's the end of this movie review? I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, we reviewed it, we reacted to it. I'll probably do a more scripted, in-depth review on my channel, which you should be able to watch as soon as this comes out, as long as I get that done. This video comes out at all, and I'll catch you later. Spanish chair explosions. Bye.
Cool.
But yeah, like Thomas and Lady, it's like if they were boats instead of trains, I would ship them. I hope the mic picked up your face palm.
I hope it did too. This is a heck of an intro.
This might not be an intro. This might be a bonus clip.
Possibly.